Well, my third counterfeit American-made guitar has arrived. And this one's a Fender Stratocaster, rosewood neck. Maybe someone can tell me what era this is supposed to represent based on the headstock. Usually the information you need is there. In any case, it's a three-color sunburst, and my first impressions are that, first of all, it's very beautifully done guitar. It's supposed to be a nitro lacquer finish on it, and I can't tell just by looking if it's actually nitro lacquer or not, but the finish is beautiful. The wood grain is outstanding. The neck isn't some of these have a painted on piece of wood through here, and this is appears to me to be a genuine inlay of wood. It's got those funky tuners. I don't much care for those things. It's got the nice neck plate. So basically what I did was pulled it out of the box. It was almost in tune when I pulled it out. So I tuned it up, plugged it in, and started playing on it. And it's very close to being perfect. There's a little bit of fret buzz, mainly on the E strings here and there, but nothing that can't be sorted out pretty easily. The sound is pretty good, but I seem to remember that I used to have, a Stratocaster just like this. It was from the mid '80s. And it seemed to have more bell-like quality to the sound. Now, I sold that guitar and deluxe reverb, late '60s deluxe reverb, back in around 2003, in order to buy gifts for Christmas for my family. And I got $750 for that, which is now, you couldn't touch that amp for less than $2,000. And the guitar probably, they go from $1,500 to $2,000 if they're in nice condition. So basically what I did was I replaced that guitar that I lost with something I could play if I want to, but it'd be fine just hanging on the wall. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, there's just flawless. It's a flawless guitar. So I think maybe if I was to keep this and play it, I might change the pickups out for some genuine Fender pickups. It might get that bell-like quality back. But even so, the way the pickups are, if you're into, more crunchy music, like bluesy and rock stuff, you probably wouldn't need to change the pickups, because you're going to run it through pedals and whatnot, so that bell-like quality isn't going to be that helpful for you. So we'll see. I think I'll plug this in and demonstrate it here in a minute. Okay, first for my equipment. What I have here is a Frontman 212R. It's a solid state amp from Fender, and it's at least 15 years old. It's a real workhorse, puts out some good volume. It's not really your blues amp. It's great for if you run a lot of pedals or whatever. Super good, clean sounds. Right now I'm getting a lot of 60 cycle hum. I'll have to look into that. I don't know what that is right now. In any case, and then after that, I'm going to demonstrate this little guy, which I just bought, which is a Fender Champ 40. I've got my zoom pedal on top of it right now, and that's brand new, just got it. And I'm learning how to use this right now. It's got a lot of bells and whistles, and if you want good sounds on it, you got to play with it for a while. No question about it. It isn't just a plug and play. So next I'll plug it in. Okay, here we go. This is Fender Strat through super clean Frontman 212R. No effects at all. Bridge pickup. Second switch position. All three. Two front pickups here. What gets me is most of these people who demonstrate these guitars, they just go straight to some, crunchy metal or whatever and demonstrate the guitar that way. I don't think you get a good idea of what the guitar quality is like when you do that. They all sound the same to me when you do that. But then I don't have a sophisticated ear. In any case, I like to demonstrate it just like you'd get it, plugged straight into an amplifier with no bells and whistles going at all. I did adjust the tremolo because when I got it, it was laying flat against the body, and when it's that way, all you get is a downward effect, and the bridge has to come off the body a little bit to get the tremolo to work in both directions. Yeah. So I did adjust that, and that requires taking off this and adjusting the tension of the springs back here. Okay, so what we have here is the brand new Fender Champion 40 that I bought on sale at Bounty Music, 50 bucks off. What a deal. And I bought this mainly so I could have like a stereo sound in my room. Like I like to play, I've got loop pedals and some, like I've got a Tascam that I can, lay down tracks and play along with. And so I could have my tracks over here on my Frontman and play through my Fender and get sort of a stereo effect. It doesn't get so muddy that way. In any case, right now I've got it hooked up with my Zoom pedal, which is that was one of the best deals in the music market here. 70 bucks and just every possible effect you could imagine out of it. And like the market is really flooded with gadgets like this now, so I'm sure there's better pieces out there now, but I never really liked it very much when I played it with my Les Paul. I couldn't get the best out of it, so I didn't really use it that much. But then I got my my other guitars and the thing came alive. I really enjoy it now. So I'm playing my Strat through the Zoom pedal and into the amplifier now. And quite frankly, the Zoom pedal does take away quite a bit of that bell-like quality that I like in the Strats. And so when I want that, I'll bypass the Zoom pedal right into the amp. And the amp has so many effects and modeling and you name it. It's just chock full of bells and whistles. It has this is called voices here. When you put it on the second channel, you could have all these different amps here. Just it's like at least a dozen of them, maybe more. And then you have like reverb and delay and flange, phase, and even a fake wah in there. I mean, anything you possibly want, you can get with this thing. And it's okay. I mean, it's not the best sound in the world, but it'll do for your little room like mine. It's just for practice or whatever. Apparently people can gig with this thing without mic in it. It's that loud. So yeah, I haven't turned it up very loud yet. It seems to be just fine. One thing I have issue with this thing is it's got a single 12-inch speaker in it. It's quite beefy, and this thing can get kind of boomy. It's got really heavy bass bias. Considering how small this thing is, it's got a heavy bass bias to it that you got to tune it out. You got to dial down the bass, or it just overpowers it. So I'll give you a demonstration here. Okay, I've got the zoom pedal set on position C6 and the amplifier on the clean channel with just a little bit of reverb set on it. And this is the sound I get from that. Now when you cycle through the zoom pedal, it's broken down into blocks based on the alphabet A, B, C, D, and each one has like 7 or 8 different patches in it. So there's just like so many in here. You just have to play with it till you find the ones you like. And some of the ones I like are this one's actually called Strat. Which, I don't know if that's Strat or not, to tell you the truth. And this one is supposedly an acoustic guitar. It actually works much better with a guitar if you've got humbuckings on it, because this thing is way too peaky in the treble range. Kind of distorts too. So that's not too nice. Here we go. Here's a nice one. It's really only good for one song, to tell you the truth. Yeah, okay. Well, that should give you an idea what kind of sounds I'm getting out of this new counterfeit Chender, they call it. And I have to say that for, I think it was $230 or something with shipping, that you really can't go wrong. Just as long as you understand that this is a counterfeit, and you're not supposed to present this thing as the real deal, because it's not. But hang it up on the wall, it's a piece of art, I have to say.